What you're seeing now should be the cutting edge of sim racing. I'm here on the Pimax Crystal Lite virtual reality headset, top of the range, and in Ren Sport, the latest sim to sort of hit the market. But is it any good? I know the Pimax Crystal is really good because I've used it in iRacing and ACC and really enjoyed it. It's like the Pimax Crystal, but just less of the bulk, less of the unnecessary stuff, in my opinion. But what about Ren Sport? It's working. I've got the settings basically at epic, apart from there was one setting, it was causing a glare in the car. I think it was internal car shadow or something, so I turned it off. But I haven't driven yet. This is going to be my first drive in Rennsport. And I'll be honest, the graphics do not look good. I don't know what you can see on screen, but for me, these graphics are really... It reminds me of the F124 game, where everything that is meant to have fine detail, like the mesh fencing there, is just shimmering and moving, and it's a really poor effect. The wheel itself looks really good. I really like it. The slight illumination from the dials is incredible. The mirror looks really good, but let's go. I always speed in Rennsport. I haven't mapped my button yet. Can I change camera? Oh, I can change camera! Oh no, that's weird. The ultimate third-person driving experience. What about this? Oh. So this is normally the view where you don't see the wheel, isn't it? But here in VR, you actually do see the wheel, and I can see my foot. Although my feet are not moving, which is weird. Well, I've got my inputs there. Right, we ready? Let's go. At Monza. Ren Sport in VR. Can I cross the white line? Oh, it gives you that pushback. Oh, I've come in too hot. Come on. Saved it. Well, I'll tell you what, it's running very smoothly. I've got my Pimax Crystal at 72 frames a second. Pimax Crystal Lite, I should say. It does go up to 90 Hz or 120, and actually I do iRacing 120. This is a review unit by Pimax, by the way. It's very important you know that. There may be a discount code in the description, or there'll be a link, affiliate link. So if you're interested in it, go check it out, do all your research. Pimax want to know all the pros and cons. But I have to say, I'm really enjoying this, but I'm going to be honest, Rennsport is so similar, I'm finding, to Gran Turismo 7. This is uncannily like Gran Turismo 7 PSVR 2. I think that's the real comparison video, is what's better, Rennsport in VR or Gran Turismo 7 in VR. And the thing that's slowing down Rennsport is the shimmeriness on the barriers. It's very distracting. But the actual racing experience I prefer, and this is running at 72. It's not running... I think the Gran Turismo 7 version, PSVR 2 version, runs at 60 frames a second, but they reproject every other frame to 120, if I remember. It doesn't have a 90 Hz mode. Oh, I've gone. Oh, in the barriers, bosh. So this is actually running at a higher frame rate than Gran Turismo 7 in terms of native frames. I have to say the dash is very, very, very nice. That dash there with the gears and Porsche and the rev counter is super nice. Like, I really like that. And that's very clear for me. But picking out my braking zone here is like basically impossible. 150, there we go. This isn't by no means a top virtual reality simulator. I mean, I get more and more impressed with iRacing, every other sim I do, and ACC. I don't understand. Look, I know there's going to be lots of people watching that are real VR experts. I went to a VR roadshow, I spoke with a lot of VR experts, and you guys and girls are so clued up when it comes to the settings and everything that I'm not. But I know a lot of you say that ACC is not good in VR, and I just don't see that. I really like it in VR. It just works, and I just enjoy it. It's a very smooth experience for me. It might be because I'm throwing the brute force of a 4090 at it, but it looks a lot better than this. Like, this is not a good look in VR. When the Apexes come into view, it's nice, and it is a smooth experience. I feel very locked on the frame rate, but these fences here are so distracting. Because there's something not right about the anti-aliasing or something. The lines are very, very, very jagged in this. And we know that the crystal light is capable of so much more. But that said, I am enjoying it. It just doesn't feel like a next generation experience. Let's go around here at Parabolica and see if we can do a lap in anger, and I'll let you know exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking. So I've got my time there. See my rev counter. Oh, bit of a jitter there. See my mirror. Sounds pretty good. Now I can see my first marker, and I know it's a second marker, but I can't see 150 until it's too late. Okay, a little bit overshooting that. I can't really see the depth of the curbs here on the right hand side. And again, any line that goes across the track is very jagged, very aliased. If that's the correct, there'll be a shadow here that might be a good example under the bridge. Yes. Felt like a little stutter there as well. Obviously going over, Rennsport is not the most in-depth sim, we know that. And by the way, this isn't really officially supported by Rennsport. Like, I had to run some, well, not run some, I had to put a command line thing in the Epic Games Store. Look at this line there, like really bad, and I just don't like this section at all. Really don't like it. And this is, by the way, everything running at Epic settings. Unless there's been some kind of mistake where it's not actually doing that. Tell you what, let's jump out of the sim and we'll see. Okay, so what I've done is I've restarted Rennsport and I've come into Hockenheim in the same car. And I don't know whether it's better. I think that the fences in the foreground are a little bit better. But honestly, when I look at the lines in the pit lane, it reminds me, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it reminds me of Jeff Crammond's GP1 that I think I was playing in like 1993 when I look at those lines. So we'll get going. Screw the pit limiter. I mean, there's no detail in the distance at all. Like, no matter what I've got set in terms of render quality, it's just really not doing it. Unless I've set something in Steam. So I've gone into Steam to check and everything's running fine, and it's just not good detail. I mean, this, like I said, this wheel is really good. I can see the Porsche, I can see the illumination, I can see TC, LAT, TC long. I mean, that's all really, really, really good. Like, really enjoy that. It's when you get into the middle distance and the distance, it's really bad. It's very much like the Formula 1 games. I'm going to go into options again and just show you what I've got here in video. So these are my settings. Is visual effects quality is low because that gives me this thing. Let's have a look. No, so that doesn't really change anything, and it gives me this green light that's shining in my eye. So I have to turn it off, but I'm going to be honest, that doesn't change anything. Turn the motion blur off in case that's doing something, but it isn't. Epic, 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 VSync. That's so I've got my anti-aliasing. Don't need frame generation. Turn DLSS on. Doesn't really help. So it seems to be that the anti-aliasing is just not very good in Rennsport. And to be honest with you, I cannot recommend Rennsport in VR. Really can't recommend it. Just my honest opinion. By the way, please do like and subscribe if you like me showing you what these games are like on the 490 VR. But this is not a good experience. It's not the best VR experience. So that's just the honest truth of it. I hope you enjoyed the video. More videos around here in the Pimax Crystal Light and the Pimax Crystal. Hope you enjoy them. And I'll see you next time.